For the next few minutes, I'd like to speak with you about a brand new, exciting, and unique security related service that we are offering nationwide. It's a service that we've actually used with our own security agency for a number of years and assisted others to increase their overall income and provide a separate yet related service that no other agency or company in the neighborhood or in the country, as far as we are aware, is offering. We have recently been asked to put together a package of information and some other general assistance to a number of folks who are interested in providing security related services without actually owning a guard service, patrol service, alarm service, hiring a bunch of staff. And so we put together this very unique opportunity for a few of our friends, and now we're going to make this service available nationwide. Currently, we are looking for agents to work the new system called Security Administrators, Inc. And it's a great opportunity. It does not require a security company license. It does not require a bunch of staff. It does not require a bunch of overhead. You don't need an office. You can work out of home. There's not a lot of startup. It's pretty much a turnkey business. However, like any business, it's not for everyone. So, to give you a little insight about this unique opportunity, let me first start by saying that many of you may be familiar with something in the human resource industry called human resource administrators. There are companies throughout the U.S. who specialize in overseeing various companies' human resource departments of all sizes, both small and large. And what they basically do is they administer all of the human resource services, usually everything from screening applicants to providing health insurance information, preparing various forms and stats for the HR department. Some companies have outsourced HR services for many years, and others just recently, as companies have downsized, has begun to outsource many services, including maintenance, security, and human resources. And human resource administrators basically are the HR department for that business. But usually they operate from their own office, sometimes locally and other times clear across the country. Having a lot of insight myself personally to the HR administration business, HR administrators is really a very popular, expanding type of business. A number of years ago, I decided to use that format for the private security industry. And so what I've done over the years is I've developed a very unique service where we can go in to a company of any size, whether they are using proprietary or contract agency service, and we can offer a number of very unique services. We can go in and we can offer oversight, taking over the security department from an external position where we overview the department either from A to Z, meaning everything from the hiring of staff to the making sure that the training is done to compliance, or we can actually customize the service to include anything that the client would like to be included in the overall services. We have gone in and we have done management, training, oversight, compliance, even screening, backgrounds, employment, so forth. It is a very wide open, unique opportunity for people who have either security, law enforcement, public safety, or management background. Some of the services that can be offered include following up on incidents that happen on the property, polling post inspections, doing surveillance on security personnel to ensure that they are doing their job, doing individual sit-downs with security staff, whether agency or proprietary, to review performance, or to do monthly training, meetings, and so forth. It really all depends on what the client is interested in having done on their property. In some cases, you may have the overall oversight of the security department. Though you may not be the security director or security manager, you are going to have the secondary oversight of the staff and making sure that all of the training is done, making sure that they're performing up to par, making sure that they are following their procedures and policies. And you may even be involved in writing policy, procedures, protocols, and things of that nature for either startup security departments or those looking to revamp what they have, or to simply get a new perspective from someone in the industry such as yourself. As a security administrator, your basic job would be to follow up at each client on a daily basis. And the job is wide open. We have some folks who actually read the security reports every day, which are emailed or faxed into their company, to their office, and they then send a synopsis to the client so that the client does not have to read through all of the reports to get the gist of what happened overnight. We also have some of our folks who do all of the hands-on training. The security officer goes to the state-required classes, but the security administrator then follows up with on-site training, making sure that the security officer knows what their duties and responsibilities are, what their limitations are, and what's expected of them. So your opportunity to offer a wide array of services is almost unlimited. Whenever there's a problem in the security department, usually it's because of poor supervision, poor oversight, or poor training. As you know, many contract security agencies have very poor overall training, and unfortunately even poorer supervision. Usually they put a security officer on a site, and maybe they may occasionally make a post inspection, and sometimes not at all. With security administrators, we fill in the gap, and we provide that service to ensure the client that not only is the security company that they've hired or their proprietary department doing their job, but that someone's actually physically monitoring their performance, their training, and making sure that they are on top of their game. Security administrators basically provide an array of services that have to do with the security industry, but they also provide an authoritative, experienced, professional backup to whatever the company may or may not have in place. In other words, you are the expert. And when a client hires you to do an overview or to be in charge of certain areas of the security department, they're hiring an expert, someone who has knowledge, training, experience in this field. And that's why the position is not for everyone. If you have very little experience in this industry, then possibly you may not qualify because of a lack of experience. However, if you have substantial management or other experience, background, training, you could very well be a great candidate for this business. Now, the great thing about security administrators is that this is not going to be a franchise. It is not a business where we're looking to hire you. You are actually going to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We will train you. We will also be your backup when you have a situation, when you have a question, when you're not sure how to proceed in a situation. We are there for you 24/7. There are no franchise fees, no royalties, no startup costs. You will be an agent, an independent agent for the company. You will be responsible for your business. We will not be your boss, but we will be your partner. Unlike a franchise, there is no monthly royalty or franchise fee. However, there is obviously a percentage that is paid to our company. You make the bulk of the income. As an agent, you have the management, HR, marketing, legal, and all of our administrative staff working with you 24/7. Security administrators basically can operate in all size communities, cities of 50,000 or 5 million. We will assist you in every way to gain clients. This is a very unique opportunity, and it gives you another tool in your toolbox when you go out to sell your service. In fact, several security contract owners no longer provide security services per se because they found their niche with security administrators. If you would like to get more information, please contact Brian Hill at brianhill@privateofficer.com. Again, Brian Hill at privateofficer.com. We will hold a conference call coming up within the next few weeks to go over some more information. The only thing required before that takes place is you will have to sign a non-compete contract and also a statement of confidentiality. Thank you for listening. We hope that you're excited about this opportunity. Regional Security Group is the company that oversees many of our services unrelated to Private Officer International. And in the coming weeks, we will actually be announcing several more opportunities for folks to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Again, if you'd like more information about this particular opportunity, contact Brian Hill at privateofficer.com.